we're live. Hey,
We
we're
are
running.
live. Yes, we are. We are up and running. This is the best experience. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. And as always, those who are watching now, this is the live stream, and being a part of the Patreon
Yep,
gets you access to this live
yep,
stream. And one of the
it
first things we
does.
like to do is introduce our new members.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let Nick
So
take
me and
off from
C,
there.
welcome aboard. And then Danielle Perry, welcome aboard. And then Lori McDougall Skuraj. Always mess up the last name. Sorry, Lori. Love you to death.
Well,
Welcome, guys.
welcome to the best experience. And part of that best experience is
Yeah,
our members get to ask Nick questions, and that's usually the first thing they like to
yeah,
dive into. You know what I'm saying? And we got a
yeah,
couple. We got actually
definitely.
3 questions this week, so which was nice.
Yeah, we did. So I remember, let's see here. Question one. I remember once you mentioned that muscle atrophy starts after about 10 days. Yeah, that is true. Uh, in that case, during a recovery period, how do you maintain your muscle mass throughout your body? Thank you, Hong. Um, yeah, that's the problem. Is when you're going through something like this, like I can't lay down on a bench and get off the bench.
Hmm.
There's a lot. I can do some standing overhead press, but really light, because I still have to worry about dislocation, and not so much from the joint. I won't have to worry about that per se unless I cross my legs or do some things that aren't real smart, which you have to really work at messing that up. But they can dislocate out of the bone that they've been pounded down into in my quads, into my thighs, into my femurs. So I have to be very careful with that. I got about 2 more weeks to go before I can truly stop worrying about dislocation. But I'm going to probably extend that out to 8 weeks.
Yes.
I'm not so much going to worry about the muscle mass per se. My body weight is stabilized at 275. So I'm down about 25, 30 pounds, which is not bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm eating better, especially now that I'm out of the hospital.
Exactly.
But the infection is taking a toll. As far as some of the healing processes, my left hip is getting better. I can move
Yeah.
around on it pretty good. I'm starting to get confident with it a little bit. I can almost roll across that like a normal step.
Oh, good.
My right is still way off compared to the left, but that is starting to not leak as much. It's still draining, which is a
Hmm.
problem. I mean, yeah. And so
Yeah.
I'm in my second 10-day cycle of
Antibiotics.
antibiotics So that's going pretty good. I got 8 more days of these things to go, and it once that's done, I've been trying to eat a lot of yogurt, stuff with culture in it, stuff like that to help my digestion, even
Yes.
while this is going on. Even though the antibiotics are to kill everything that's in my stomach to a certain
Yep.
degree, I'm still trying to put what I can in there to help with that because yogurt's a natural probiotic, so that's going to help with that a lot. So it's just the little challenge things. But I think another week from now, hopefully this thing will stop draining and it'll finally like heal up and start healing the way it should to where I can start strengthening that joint a little bit more as well.
Yes.
So, but the body mass, I'm not. It's within any injury. It's whatever you can basically do to still train is what you're going to do. Like today, for instance, I can't bench press because I can't get off the bench press.
Yeah.
When you get one leg, you still got one good leg to use. When you
Yeah.
use both legs, you don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking at like a month away from probably being able to sit down and get up off the bench by myself.
Yeah.
So I just got to be patient. It's going to come. It's going to be okay. But it's just going to take a little while. And the hardest part about the healing process is the patience and going through all this stuff. Now, I did go in there. I put the bar on the lowest rung of the bench, and I did push-ups with it.
There you go.
So, I put my hands in the bar and then just slowly walk my legs back. I did push-ups. I was doing sets of 20. I did like 5 sets of 20 with it, with my body weight, which is just fine for now. I did a little light overhead pressing just with the bar. I did some light overhead stretching, to where I hung, from a lap from my pull-up bar, and then like kind of work my back muscles at the same time, not trying to do pull-ups per se, but like make the muscle in the back work like
Yeah,
through the range of
engage.
motion without engage without using my arms. So that was kind of cool. And then I did a bunch of like work for my therapy, like trying to raise my knees up higher and get
Mhm.
them parallel with the ground, and eventually, um, to where I can step up up onto boxes again and stuff like that. I basically stepped up onto a 4-inch rubber rubber pad today and just stepped up and stepped down and step up and step down and step up and step down, just kind of trying to work that and work the strength and get better at it and work my coordination. I think the biggest thing that's going to help me walk again is getting to where I can balance on one foot without holding on to anything else again. I think stepping up onto the block like that is going to help a lot with that. So I just have to, like I said, I just have to be patient and go through it. I was, I got done. I was in the gym for like maybe 40 minutes today, and I was like, ooh, I'm wiped out. So
Yeah.
body's still healing. I still need a lot of rest. I still need to do the things I need to do to recover, but I still need a lot of rest.
Oh yeah.
So just
And
eating a
it's
decent
understanding you
diet.
need that rest.
Yeah. And so I'm eating a good amount of protein. I'm eating a decent diet. Um, I did learn a lot while I was in the hospital, about my GFR, stuff like that.
Mm.
So now I'm starting to throw chicken in, not so I'm not eating red meat as much every day as much
Yeah.
as I'm starting to throw chicken in there. That'll should help my creatine level stay lower, and it should, really help my kidney function a lot, which is great
Yep.
because that's how they judge it. Even though my cystatin C test shows I'm in like the 70s,
Yeah, but they don't run
this
that
now
test at
shows.
all the time.
No, I know it's because the insurance companies are a joke,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
I won't get started on the medical industry right now. So, but yeah, so my GFR being up over 60 is great because that's anything below 60 is kidney disease. So it looks like I'm out of that. So that's a plus. That's going well.
Exactly.
Which a lot of my other protocols are staying the same with my HRT and stuff like that. It's
Yep.
actually helping me heal and move along pretty good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just, yeah, it's good. So anyway, I'm not really going to be worried too much about the muscle mass right now. So to more answer your question, because I've just been rambling, to more answer your question, to keep the muscle mass on, you got to find what you can do and what you can't do. If I could lay down on the bench, I would be bench pressing, and I'd be doing incline presses, and I'd be doing dips, which I can still do dips anyway, which I did some of those today too.
Mhm.
But I would stick with basic movements that you can do that avoids messing with the body part that you're injured on, or just going and doing the rehab therapy on the body parts that you can train. So I hope that's a simple answer to that question. But don't worry about the muscle mass so much as you're injured, as far as losing some of it. You lose 10, 20 pounds, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's once you
Exactly.
get back training, it'll take you about 2 to 3 months to put that back on, and then you'll be right back where you were anyway. So don't necessarily freak out about it. Just doesn't hurt you to be a little lighter for a short amount of time either.
Mhm.
So, okay. Great. Question two. Great to see you back up on your feet. Hope you're feeling better and get well soon. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here's my question. What's the difference between free weight squats, deadlifts, and hammer strength squats and deadlifts? Is hammer strength for someone with an injury or a beginner? Thank you very much. Okay, so hammer strength squats and deadlifts are a great accessory exercise.
Yeah.
Nothing beats regular free weight squats. Nothing beats regular free weight deadlifts. It simulates just about everything you're going to do in your everyday life. Machines are great. They're great especially for bodybuilding. You can
Mhm.
spot build muscle. You can work in that area. You can really isolate and get into one area. But it doesn't help you with everyday life. It doesn't help you with athleticism. It doesn't help you with balance. It doesn't help you with doing things you need to do in an everyday functional manner. So my advice would be to squat with a bar, deadlift with a bar, do the free weights, and then add those in as assistance exercises to finish things off, to, in a safe manner, be able to push your muscle to the limit to where you've reached muscle failure and then move on. Um, so do your squats, your deadlifts, push pretty good, then get on that, finish it off. And they're good finishing exercises. So I would
Yeah.
definitely go about it that way, and use
Well,
it as a
and
tool.
even typically you squat first and then you leg press
Yep.
after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
Like, yeah, I'll usually squat, then I'll block pull,
yeah,
then I'll go leg press. Yeah.
exactly. But that's what he's saying here. You know what I'm saying? So people have an
Yeah.
understanding of a little bit of a sequence. You know what I'm saying? It's there to finish
Yeah.
the muscle off, but it's not there to
In a
build the
safe,
muscle.
in a safe manner, in a safe
Yes.
manner. So, but like athletically wise, it's not going to help you that much. The machines
Mhm.
won't. They make you strong in one linear direction with no balance
Yeah.
involved. So
Yeah.
it's always good to get your regular stuff in and then finish off in a safe manner. So
I
I hope
agree.
that answers that question for you. Okay, question 3. You've traveled the world competing and meeting fans for decades. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing.
Mhm.
What's one behind the scenes experience from a competition trip that completely changed how you view people, competition, or the strongman community? Oh, geez, there's so many of those. There really is. But I think the thing that really kind of changed the way I look at the world is some of the places I've got to go. Botswana, we did a field trip where we got to go play soccer with these kids at an orphanage, which was pretty special and pretty amazing between the qualifiers and the finals. And that was a really neat thing. And it really changes the way you look at life and perspective. It really does. Because you see these kids, they're still happy, they're still doing stuff, but they're orphans. They're in a place that has no air conditioning, yet they live in the middle of Botswana where it's blazing hot. And it just really makes you appreciate what you have, and spending time with them and giving them, you know, and just getting to know them and stuff like that and playing the games with them. It was really a special experience. And then same with, the other times in Botswana or even South Africa for that matter, when we were in Sun City, not as much, but both times in Botswana really changed me quite a bit. The nuclear family in Africa is the nuclear family. It's father, mother, kids. They love each other. They're a nuclear family. They're just like any place else that you would expect to see. There's not a lot of broken homes. The kids come out of school wearing uniforms. They go into where they live. They come out. They go back into their clothes. They respect their uniforms and the education that they get, stuff like that. And you can just see the love that they have for one another. And it's pretty eye opening to see um, people like that, and just how happy they are and how they're going through life. And so it's pretty cool. It really is. Um, it was a pretty neat experience. Going to Malaysia, going into you know, where we were staying was in the very, uh, I don't know, religious areas and the military areas. And then going into the city and seeing the big city and stuff like that. It's just drastic difference between the two. Being in China and seeing how people live and the things that go on there, it really opens your eye up to appreciate our country. It really does,
Mhm.
to be quite honest with you. So, and then just how people love each other and how families love each other, and they do everything they can for each other, like they should. So it's
Exactly.
it's neat. it's just neat. It just shows you don't necessarily need to have a lot of money to be happy. You just need to have a good, happy family and love each other. So, yeah. So that's hopefully that answers that question.
Oh yeah, that is the fan questions, and for our Patreon
Yeah.
members, thank you guys for joining. And please
Mhm.
remember,
Yeah.
throw out your questions, and
Yeah.
it might get read on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
That's
really
true.
appreciate them when they come in.
And I
You
like
can.
I like the questions. I really do. I think it's fun. Sometimes I can ramble a little bit, and I apologize, but I really do like them. I really do. It's neat to like and ask me some of the harder questions too. I don't mind talking about training and some of the other stuff. I want to pass on a lot of the knowledge that I have in my head. So,
That's
but
it.
anyway,
Well, Nick, I wanted to ask you.
yes, Ben.
He-Man came out this
Oh
last
my gosh.
Friday, and
Yeah.
a
Did
good
you go
friend
see
of
it?
yours. I'm planning on seeing it this weekend because I was so busy last weekend I didn't have a chance to. So, but I am going this weekend.
Okay, that's cool. I saw Mortal
Did you see it
Kombat too.
already? Oh, you already
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
Mortal Kombat 2? See, my plan
yeah,
was I wanted to see Mortal Kombat, He-Man, and then I'm a big action martial arts movie, and the movie Furious just came out, and
yeah.
it's the next one that I wanted to go see. So I got a list of movies that I want to attempt to see this weekend, if possible.
Sure, sure. Mortal Kombat, you can just get on your home theater stuff. So that's what I did because
Oh yeah.
I'm not going out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
No,
still not moving around anymore than I have to right now.
exactly, exactly.
But yeah, it's Mortal Kombat was actually pretty good. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's the same story over and over again, just
Oh yeah, but
different
when it can
antagonists
be.
and different.
Well, the
But it was
because you got to
good.
remember the last couple of Mortal Kombat's compared to, and even the last one they did on HBO was really good, but
Yeah,
the graphics are
yeah,
there and
yeah,
the CGI is there, so it's like now I want to see
yeah.
the real world.
Well, and
And
then
Kyle
watching,
Urban
I forget
too.
the Kyle Urban, yeah, him be Johnny Cage, and
That's it.
I don't have any powers. He's out there just trying to fight, and then towards the end he finally figures it out. But
That's
it
it.
was good. He did make it seem he made it very funny. So
That's it.
it was I actually kind of liked it. I mean, it's a good way to spend some time. You don't feel bad spending the money buying it, so it wasn't
Oh
bad.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
He
always
Man,
big on that.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing. I might have to do that on an outing.
Yeah, now
Um,
that's one of those things too. Is you got to make sure you go to one of the theaters that's got the recliner so you can kick the feet up
yeah,
and relax. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because Thor wasn't posting too much about it, but once the media thing hit, he was
Oh
unloading on
yeah,
his Instagram. Him
oh
taking
yeah.
off the hat, the mask, and all that. I was like, that
The
was
goat
pretty funny.
mask and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It's good for him. It's good to see him back into that stuff too, because
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's pretty neat.
Well,
So
he's got that unbeatable size where it's like, when they
y'all,
need they ain't got a
yeah.
CGI a character, they just got to throw on a little practical magic and effects
Hmm.
on him, and
Yeah,
he
ends
fits
up
the
saving a lot
narrative.
of money
So
in the end. Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah,
So
so it's pretty cool.
exactly.
And then
You know,
my mom's been staying with me, helping me a little bit and cooking and doing a
nice.
bunch of stuff, which is it's neat to get to spend this much time with my mom.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's a
but
couple of
she's
home
been
cooked
here.
meals ain't gonna hurt. We had a
No,
conversation
it
last
doesn't
time
hurt at
about
all.
trying to. We ate the first lasagna, and I was telling her the next time I come down, we
Yeah,
got to eat the next lasagna.
yeah, we do. Yeah,
Mhm.
we do. Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
We're talking about me and Nick split one of those full size aluminum trays. I'm not talking about like that little half size one. I'm talking about a full
no, no,
size
no.
aluminum tray.
It's like 10 pounds. The thing's got to
Yes.
be at least 10 pounds.
Yeah,
It's like a
and we
10 pound
split that.
lasagna.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It was.
Not too many people are
Oof.
eating 10-pound lasagnas, but when you get a couple of big
No, we
fellas
both
in the
look like a
room that
fat Garfield sitting there.
are exactly, exactly. But
After
down
everything.
for the count, not doing a thing after that.
No,
But
No, it was
But
like, okay, we're fat, we're happy, we're just going to take a nap here right now.
exactly,
So
exactly.
it was pretty
That's the
cool.
best part of visiting.
Mm-hmm.
but
It is.
with you going to the movies, checking out the movies, and Thor, bigs up to Thor
Mm-hmm.
for getting it done.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the strongman community, and there's everything's starting to mellow out. With Brian
Mm-hmm.
Shaw and not no longer continuing on the strongest man on earth. We got world's strongest
Yeah.
man out of the way. What do we have next? It's we got the Rogue
The Rogue.
Invitational.
The
Yeah,
Rogue.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We haven't heard too much
So,
yet about it, but you know what I'm saying? I know that's coming up. And then Martine's, I'm not sure when his show is happening, but it's going to be happening soon in Santa
yeah,
Monica.
it's right at the end of June. Yeah, it's right at the end of June.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah. And then FIFA's coming up as well. But
Yeah.
my, I'm getting a little nervous about that because, like I said, my hip is still draining.
Yeah. Nah,
Um,
and guess what? It's gonna it'll come to the wire whether you can go or not. But it's better safe than sorry. Miss a year,
yeah.
and then guess what? Come back next year and be right on top.
But I'm not ruling it out yet. But it's
Oh
getting
yeah,
to the
no, no.
point
I'm not
now
saying rule
where
it out, but I'm just saying,
it's starting to make
yeah,
me a little nervous.
exactly.
So
But
I
you
got to
know,
get this infection out of it.
yeah,
So at
and like I
least I'm
said,
not
you're
on
running.
at least I'm not on intravenous antibiotics, so that's
Yes,
good.
you know what I'm saying.
And it does look a lot better. It's healing up. It's only leaking out of two places now instead of the whole entire thing. So
Exactly.
I mean, it's getting better. It is getting
Yeah.
better. It's
Yeah.
just I
Well,
just
and that's one of those things too. Is like even at this point, we have a sponsor. It's
mm,
Invictor. They do
yeah,
HRT. They do peptides,
yeah,
and
yeah.
all under medical
That's helping
care.
a lot.
And
Yeah.
one of the things that we want to do now that Nick's feeling a lot better and doing a lot better, we're gonna actually get one of the doctors to join us to even explain a lot of this stuff because there's a lot of
Yeah.
mysteria and like not mystery and like this everyone's there's a lot of mumbo jumbo on the internet, but the thing is when you can actually speak to somebody who understands.
There's a lot of experts on the
Yes,
internets that don't know what the
yes,
doctors do. So it's usually better to have the doctor on and talk to the doctor and
exactly, and that's the whole point. You know what I'm
have
saying?
have
We
questions.
want to get somebody on, and also
So
too even
so
map out your recovery a little bit more.
yeah. And so, if you guys have questions like that for one of the doctors, uh, send that in because we'll hold those. So if you have questions about that, send those in and we'll hold those till we have them on. And
Exactly.
then once we have the doc on, we'll throw those into our questions as well.
Exactly.
Never hurts.
Never hurts.
So
And here's the thing too: is a lot of people have questions, but they don't know who to talk to, and the majority of
mhm.
mainstream doctors will never give you the information that you really need to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing about these concierge
No,
doctors. They're a little bit more. They're not worried about insurance, and because they're not worried about insurance, they have a little bit more free reign to speak freely about alternative
well,
medication.
oh yeah, they're not worried about pissing off the insurance companies and
Yeah,
some of the other things. So that's good. And also the government,
yeah,
they're allowed to. That's their job. So
exactly.
they're allowed to prescribe these things. So
Yep,
it's much different when they talk about things.
exactly.
So they
You know
don't
what I'm
have to
saying? And
avoid
that's just
things.
Yep, and it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's like really getting the real information out there, and not getting the mumbo jumbo that we see on Instagram and TikTok all day long.
Oh yeah. So, but
but
but yeah.
with
So
that,
things are going pretty good. It's Jess's birthday today. So happy birthday,
oh,
Jess.
happy birthday,
Just
Jess!
wanted to
You know what I'm
say
saying? We'll
that.
throw a little
Yeah.
post out there for her.
Big 19.
Big 19, man. You know what? She's just
And that went fast.
my daughter just turned 18 in March. She'll be 19 next March. So it's just it's that age is just oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't know which
I know
direction
that
they're going in.
exact no instruction on it. It's like, the one thing they say is you got to spoil her enough to make everyone else not worth it.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. So, but it looks like she had a great day, so that's all that matters.
yeah, that's all.
Um, yeah, so just kind of doing things and taking care of business, and then just trying to get the rehab stuff done. And oh,
Well, and
just
that's the one thing too is getting the rehab stuff done, checking in, because that's more what these podcasts are right now, is
yeah,
giving a nice update, because
yeah.
people are
Well,
concerned, people are worried.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
start taking the phone in and doing some stuff in the garage and recording some of that, so you guys can see some of the process and kind of where I'm at now. I don't want to do the stuff where I'm pulling the bandages off and
yeah,
show the
no, no,
show
no.
the wounds and stuff.
Yeah, no, small progress. That's all we
But
need.
small progress. We'll sit there. I mean, because it's funny. I mean, it's funny when you can't even when you have a hard time stepping up onto a 6-inch step. It's and then when you go to come up with that, you don't have the power in your leg to push
Yeah,
off to stand up that step. So you
that's it.
start working at 3-inch steps, and today I was doing about a 4-inch step, just working up, stepping up, putting my other foot
Mhm.
up, stepping back down, up and down, just trying to get it in a little deeper, a little deeper. Same with getting out of seats and stuff,
Yep,
like getting out of bed and trying to stand up out of bed. It's
exactly.
I definitely, if you got to get if you need to get both your hips replaced, do one at a time.
One at a
Definitely do
time.
one at a time. I
You
mean,
know,
once you get to that point, at about 2 months, when you get to the point where you start getting some of your strength back and you start doing some of these things, yeah, it's going to go pretty quick from that point on. But
yeah,
those first 2 months are definitely challenging. I will say that
yeah,
right now.
yeah. Well,
you,
like I said,
you did,
we talked about this before off air, where expectations were set maybe a little bit higher than we thought,
oh yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I
yeah.
know,
I was told it was going to be a lot easier than what it was.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
So,
But
but
hey, we're already over that hump.
they give you devices to help you put on your clothes with,
Yeah,
so that you learn how to stick your foot through there and pull your shorts up, and then pull your and pull the clothes up, and they give you a little device that you put a sock over, and then you pull the sock on through the device and stuff like that. So you can still do things yourself. It's just a little more challenging, takes a little more time, which is fine. You just once you get back to where you were, you just appreciate it so much more.
mhm,
So it's great. It's a humbling experience. I will say that,
that's it.
but
That's
that's
it.
okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what?
Yeah.
You're building off the foundation of what you can be stronger after this is said and done.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
for sure. 100%.
exactly. Well, before we get out of here, Nick, because like I said,
Hmm.
I don't want you standing for too long. Because for those who like to know, Nick likes
No,
to
it's
enjoy
okay.
standing up. But can you give us a quick?
Yep.
Because Frank, we just had a video up for Frank Mir. Could you give us a little Frank Mir
Hmm.
story?
Oh, geez. There's tons of those. It's funny, that video, he didn't know how much he was deadlifting. And he
Yeah,
pulls it up, and he sets it down. He's like, how much was that again? I was like, 45, dude. He's like, what? So he's kind of surprised. And we've been doing like deadlifts for reps. He was doing like low threes for sets of 15 to 20, and it would just
yeah,
wipe him out cardiovascularly wise. And then that week we decided to go up and goose it a little bit, and he just about pulled 500 pounds that day, pretty
yeah,
easily. And and then Bella was in there, and she was training, and Bella I think pulled like 265 pretty easy that day. And then Cage was in the low 400s that day. So I mean, it's
yeah,
all three of his kids are like unbelievable. Four, because Ronan too.
yeah,
Well, three of his kids, but yeah, they're just a very athletic, very strong family. I mean, Bella's killing it in the jiu-jitsu tournaments right now, and
oh yeah,
her first time loading a stone, she loaded a 225-pound stone to 48 inches at 17 years old. Let
yep,
that sink in for a minute, the type of
yeah,
power that she has at that age. She did
exactly,
205 a hand on farmer's walks for
yeah,
20 meters. So she's an extremely strong young woman. She's going to be a lot for people to deal with in the UFC when she really gets going in
yeah,
that. So
exactly. When she wants to make that
it's pretty neat to
transfer,
watch.
yeah, it absolutely
Well,
is.
she already had.
Absolutely,
I mean, she's already 3-0.
yeah,
In MMA, she's already 3-0. But when she
exactly.
really starts going after it and putting the hammer down, and Frank's a great guy. He really is. We both just get busy doing things and living life, but it's good. I need to call and reach out to him, just shoot the shit with him for a bit. So,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah,
And for those, Nick trained jujitsu, and that
for
was
a
his
little bit.
training
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah, it's fun to learn how to roll from him a little bit. I
Yeah,
wasn't good at all compared to that guy, but it was neat. It was really neat because he always teaches you things that work with your body and how your strengths are. He
yeah,
doesn't sit there and go, "Oh, you need to do this," and you need to. No, he's like, "No, look, you're not going to be able to get somebody a rear naked choke. So here, check this choke out," and
yeah,
teaches you how to like use your hand and dig into their trap. And he basically taught me how to do a one-handed choke from
yeah,
behind. So because I can't
yeah.
do
You can
that
only,
around
yeah. Your
somebody's
arms are
neck.
too
So
big.
yeah, so but it was pretty neat. And then how to defend a rear naked choke and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it was a really neat experience. It was a lot of fun to get to learn that from him. So
That's it.
cannot complain. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, my brother,
So,
take us on out.
all right. Well, everybody, thank you so much. We appreciate all the support. We really do. And keep asking questions, ask more questions. I don't mind answering 5 or 6 of these things, 7 or 8. I don't care. Ask the questions. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be, and go out and just have a great day, guys. Thank you so much.